You know, just because your partner dumped you does not make them a narcissist. Just because someone is an asshole also does not make them a narcissist. And just because someone doesn't agree with your point of view or contradicts you does not mean they're gaslighting you. It seems that nowadays the term narcissist gets thrown around with wild abandon. We use it to describe anyone who we perceive as selfish, inconsiderate, or insensitive. But the truth is, narcissism is a real personality disorder, and it's not something that you should be accusing someone of lightly. If your ex partner really was a narcissist, you would know, because you would have likely experienced a pattern of emotional abuse, manipulation, and control, like things that you could never have imagined possible. They would have constantly put you down, made you feel small and worthless, and used you for their own gain. It wouldn't just be about them being an asshole or insensitive, not calling you when they say they would. It would be a calculated effort to make you feel inferior and dependent on them. Similarly, just because someone doesn't agree with your point of view or contradicts you doesn't mean they're gaslighting you. Gaslighting is a tactic used by abusers to make their victims doubt their own reality. It's a deliberate attempt to make you feel confused and crazy. So if someone disagrees with you, it doesn't automatically mean that they're trying to manipulate you. Just because you've had a stressful day doesn't mean you have anxiety. Anxiety is a real mental health condition that affects millions of people around the world, and it's characterized by feelings of fear, worry, and unease that can and do interfere with daily life. But we throw around the term anxiety to describe any kind of daily stress or worry we experience. We say things like, I have anxiety about this presentation, or this report is giving me anxiety. That's not anxiety. Real anxiety is crippling, and real anxiety is paralyzing. Just because you don't want to meet your friends for dinner on a Friday evening doesn't mean you have social anxiety. Just because you don't feel up to it. Social anxiety is also a mental health condition, and it's characterized by intense fear of social situations. People with social anxiety experience physical symptoms like sweating, trembling, nausea, and they avoid social situations altogether, not because they couldn't be bothered going out, but because they can't. They can't go out to be social because they physically can't function in social situations. So let's be mindful of the language we use and the diagnoses that we throw around, that we give to ourselves and we give to others. Let's recognize the difference between normal shyness, social anxiety, between everyday stress and anxiety disorder, between being an asshole and being a narcissist. When you accuse someone of gaslighting you because they contradict you or disagree with you, know that this can have real consequences. Every time we flippantly throw around these words, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Because when the time comes for someone who really does have these disorders, who really do find themselves the victim of a narcissist or a gaslighter, well, nobody will believe them. Because the words won't have any meaning any longer. They won't have any meaning because we throw them around in meaningless situations. So stop it.